There are many definitions of the cultural root. I prefer place and people because it's fundamental the role of the communities involved in the cultural root to develop ideas, vision and strategies. It's important also the sense of the root. It means that all around the root you have to find the same atmosphere, the same sense, the same ideas, the same vision of the people. In particular, the definition root work in 3 continents, Europe, Asia and Africa, in 15 countries, involving local communities, universities, chamber of commerce, archaeological places, to develop this vision. Starting from the ancient civilization, we would like to give the sense of the Mediterranean today and to understand what we are doing, in particular for the next young generation. We are working to develop project strategies together with many countries, and we are ready to develop also a European project as next route that manage the new technologies in the field of the communication for the routes. Now we are working also in many other topics, for example, the new challenge of the period, climate changing or over tourism, to give a proposal to the territory so they can have help to create a strategy for the single territory in an international context.
There are places that tell stories about the past, but not with kind words. Their walls are cold, heavy, and still carry the weight of a dark era. These buildings are not just stones, they are witnesses, and when you walk through them, you can feel the silence of those who have no voice. We don't want this silence to be forgotten. These buildings remind us how fragile freedom is and how important it is to never lose our memory. They stand as a warning to ensure history doesn't repeat itself. The Atrium route links these symbolic buildings across European cities, keeping the memory of that totalitarian past alive, so we can learn from it and never forget.
Ceramic is a wonderful, extraordinary material that has accompanied the history of the humankind since the very beginning. When we talk about ceramics, we refer to a huge, wonderful word. We refer, in fact, to the creativity expressed by human hands over the centuries through clay, water and the power of fire, giving life to majolica, porcelain, stoneware, terracotta, and so on. Ceramic is important and unique because it has always had the capacity to reflect in any different time and place the identity, the history and the culture of this specific place, this specific territory and its people. Ceramics carry the whispers of time and crafting memories. Nevertheless, ceramic is not only ancient artworks. Ceramic is part of our everyday life, bringing into it beauty and elegance through contemporary arts, everyday objects, crafts, architecture, design. The European root of ceramics represents the tangible and intangible European cultural heritage linked to ceramics and connect all those destinations where culture, traditions, and identity are deeply rooted in ceramics.
The Iron Age Danube route enhances the Danube region's archaeological heritage of the last millennium BC. This was a period of major technological and social changes, which also influenced the landscapes in an unprecedented way. Along the Iron Age Danube route, travelers discover archaeological and open-air museums, reconstructed houses and tumuli, as well as archaeological trails. Follow the Iron Age Danube route and immerse yourselves into the landscapes of the past. Immersive burial mound cemeteries, flat cemeteries, fortified hilltop settlements, and grand oppida, as well as exquisite archaeological finds, are waiting to be rediscovered.
Walking through the Jewish quarters of the cities across the continent of Europe is an incredible opportunity to explore and delve into the millions of Jewish stories of a people that made a huge contribution to the continent of Europe. I would say that the European route of Jewish heritage is not just a journey into the past, it is a journey of memory and an opportunity to understand the huge impact that the Jewish people had on urban development, on architecture, on music, art, philosophy, religion. It is the legacy of the Jewish people, and it's something that is incredibly important for everybody to learn about. The legacy goes back millennia.
There is something sacred about the olive tree. It's like a wise old man who has seen it all and is still standing, giving the fruit of his knowledge. Looking at this olive tree makes us think about all the generations who have grown them and loved them. The olive tree symbolizes peace, resilience, prosperity. These old olive trees are great teachers. They teach us that even if the land seems arid and everything seems lost, there is still hope. And it stands for centuries, just like our traditions. We experience it every time we are sitting around a table with its taste, remembering the importance and the respect for the land who nourishes us. The root of the olive tree, it's connecting the ancient olive trees all around the Mediterranean, encouraging a peaceful coexistence, keeping in mind the importance of the agricultural civilization that is an important heritage for our European history.
Mozart is the first real European. The question is why? Because about a third of his life he traveled through Europe, spent in the different European cities in 10 European countries as Austria, Germany, Switzerland, Italy, France, and some more. And all those countries inspired him in composing music in different styles. And when we hear his music today, he opens always a new door, and we can feel the experiences which he had when he played himself at those places in front of queens and kings and archbishops. And the European Mozart ways nowadays give us the chance to follow his steps all over Europe.
Wine is not only an alcoholic beverage. Wine is a cultural product. Wine, vine, the plant, winemaking, vineyards are part of a universe that connects all the European countries. And when I say European countries, I don't mean European belonging to the European Union. I am talking about the European continent. We can tell about the ancient trades of vine and wine through the Mediterranean, starting with the Phoenician periods, the Greek arriving to the southern part of Italy, and then the Romans going up to France and then Spain, and sharing this knowledge, sharing this savoir-faire. And today we are able to drink a wine made with an ancient grape coming from Roman period. And this is a gorgeous, stunning universe that Iter-Vitis Cultural Roots of the Council of Europe wants to celebrate since 2009. Our cultural route includes 24 members, meaning that 24 countries all over Europe are related thanks to this winemaking heritage.